People assume being a celebrity means you have it all, but often it costs your peace. Word. I've had to transition out of mainstream, the whole love team phenomenon. It's like a reverse journey. I'm trying to find the reason for why I think I deserve to be famous in the first place. Hey, what's up? I'm James Reid, and today I'll be reading some hot takes about me, music, and the Philippine showbiz industry. People assume being a celebrity means you have it all, but often it costs your peace. Word. It has its perks, I'm not gonna lie, but there's this kind of pressure that I personally have to face because they see me, like James Reid, as this type of unattainable, unreachable idea, like the characters I play on TV. It sets a certain standard that's just unrealistic for me to meet. I think when I was a kid, I wouldn't say that I decided to pursue fame. I kind of just fell into it when I was in PBB. I was the really shy, nervous kid from Sydney. I was even saying on the show, I don't want to win. It still happened. When I had finished the show, I had to go and tour around the Philippines, see all of the fans, all the people that voted. It was only then that I started performing on stage, which is really crazy if you think about it. Normally, you love singing, you love making music, and you make it in your bedroom, and then you play it for maybe your mom and your dad or your friends. I started singing in front of 100,000 people. There was something about being on stage that made me feel like invincible. And I think that was the first time I was like, wow, I really feel like I could do anything at this point. I started doing film and acting, and that's where I made my name, but then I felt like music was more me. I've had to transition out of mainstream, and I tried to make that transition to more independent music. And then I've been kind of on this like reverse journey on trying to figure out why it is that I have this fame, trying to find the reason for why I think I deserve to be famous in the first place. I know it's weird, it's super unrelatable, but sometimes just being unknown and obscure is extremely peaceful. I get a little bit of taste of that when I get to go overseas, and I just feel like a normal person. You're not Filipino enough if you can't speak Tagalog. Whoa. I don't think that's completely true. I think a good example is like when I was in PBB, the house that I was in was the international house and we were against the Filipino house. And they said that we shouldn't win the show because we weren't the Filipino side, but I beg to differ. Filipino culture was ingrained in all of us in one way or another. Actually, I learned a lot through acting, but writing songs has helped me. I don't know if that's helpful to other people, but it's helped me a lot. I think I'm more Filipino now than I am Australian. I'm super proud to say that, actually. I disagree. Success in music is more about connections than talent. Nah, I don't think so. Everyone just has completely different ideas of success. I have a very unique perspective on success in music. Having come from the TV world and having come from the whole love team phenomenon, and I can say I was extremely successful. But to me, I didn't really feel it. I've felt more success in the more recent years, creating music that really means something to me. You know, I've built with a very small team that I trust and I think is very talented. I just released my EP, just got home. I had a day where I got to sit down with all the fans and just have them shoot questions at me and talk about the songs. And almost every person had said the same thing. They said, I really love this EP because it's like, I feel like I'm really, really getting to know you. And it's not just the words, it's not just the lyrics, it's also the music. And I was like, yeah, that was exactly the point. That's how I felt about it too, which I never really got with my other projects. So for me, yeah, that was, you know, a tangible moment, at least in my recent project, where I was like, yeah, I'm definitely on the right path.
Thanks to PLUS63 for partnering with us on this video. This annual festival, named after our country code, delivers a mix of international and local acts from Kehlani, Reid to James Reid. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. Follow at PLUS63 Festival on IG and Facebook, or head to plus63festival.com.
Filipinos have to work twice as hard to be taken seriously internationally. I would agree with that. I was lucky enough to go to LA. I met a lot of people in the industry through like film, music. That has been the case, at least in my experience, is that Filipinos have to be like exceptionally talented to get the same type of opportunities. It does take like a certain level of like dedication and talent and just unique X factor to make it. But I feel like it's starting to shift. More eyeballs and people getting more interested in Southeast Asia and Philippines. So I think it's exciting times. People expect artists to constantly prove themselves, but real growth comes from letting go of that pressure. I swear, I feel like I felt this just recently. Just literally finished last night, 2 weeks straight of a lock-in songwriting camp, working on a new album. that I'm supposed to be releasing this year. There's this kind of freedom that you experience when you finally stop like making music for a specific purpose or a specific audience. You're really just making it for yourself. To the point where I was like, man, I don't even care if I don't release this. I just had the greatest time. It's liberating. And I feel like you come up with your best work. Last one. Can you sing a surprise karaoke of one of your songs? I warn you, I forget my lyrics all the time.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
Have,
no, I'm just kidding. Let's try. Let's see if I can remember even the lyrics. I know the song, but I don't know this version. Paano kung bigla na lamang I'll wrap my arms on your hips, baby. Pag di mo inaasahan, I'll kiss you right on the lips. Oh baby, yeah. Write little love notes on a post-it and I post it on your front door. Show up in suit and tie with the brooch and with the roses on your front door. Ooh, yeah. Ang daming paraan, ikaw ang tanging dahilan. Oh babe, paaranahin kita. Punta. that's all I got. Okay, that's why I was like, what is this version?
Yeah, like literally karaoke TV type style thing.
I love it.
Okay, we're gonna give you one more.
Ready?
Are you ready?
Oh, that's my favorite song on the EP. Sa pag-uwi, ramdam ko ang bigat kahit hindi paibibigkas ng iyong mga labi. Dito ka sa aking tabi manatili. Ang mundo, di ka bibitawan sa gitna ng gulo. Kapag ika'y tinatlikuran sa aking katumakbo. Pag nawala ka na ng gana, gawin mo ko. Pahinga mo, sandal ka lang sa'kin. Sa tibok ng damdamin, sayaw na lang natin. Sandal ka lang sa'kin. Pag umiiyak ka, di mo alam kung bakit. Sandal ka lang sa'kin. Iwan natin ang mundo, kasama ang bigat nito. Akong ano pa man, sandal ka lang sa'kin. Sandal ka lang sa'kin. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on Tabo Takes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, if you caught me at the festival, thank you so much for the love and the support. If you have the time, go and check out my latest EP, JGH. It's out now everywhere. Go give it a listen. Plus, new album coming soon.